Hey, welcome to Biker Movie Reviews. Back after a small little hiatus. This is shot mainly for my family and friends, so anybody else is just a gift to the internet. Anyway, Biker Movie Reviews. I haven't shot anything in a while because usually I've shot everything off my actual phone. I didn't really have a dedicated camera. I've been shooting everything from my phone. I have a Samsung Galaxy Note 8 and been shooting just off my phone, just putting my phone on the stand, pressing record, and just saying, spieling out the word. Camera got messed up, or the camera application. The camera on my phone got messed up somehow or other, and I'm not able for some reason to shoot videos. It won't even let me bring the app; it just brings a black screen. I think it wants me to upgrade because the 9 and 10 came out, and I still have the 8. I'm waiting off 2 months. Hopefully the new Samsung Galaxy Fold 2 is coming out, and that's the one I'm going for. So I'm hoping that that comes out. But anyway, haven't shot anything in a while because of the camera. Also haven't shot anything in a while because I haven't been in the mood. It's not that I'm not in the mood to shoot. I find myself now doing everything that comes around and everything that's going on. I find myself being more just frustrated and just tired. I'm angry. I'm a flux of emotions. A lot of people who are my friends on Facebook or close relatives know that what's been going on with me and my family and my issues, and it took a lot out of me mentally, but I'm used to that because I have a lot of issues going on in the world. Everybody does. But it started to take on me a toll physically. I find myself getting more physically upset or saddened or going through the whole spectrum of emotions, and it's tiring me out. I feel exhausted at times. With all that's going on right now, with all the protest and anger and frustration that everyone is feeling, it's hit me, and it's hit me hard. A lot harder than I thought it would have, because unfortunately, me being a person of color, I have had way too many to count harassment and accusations and problems with some form of law enforcement, and I don't even have a record. I'm a nice guy, I'm a cool guy, I'm not a criminal, I'm not some hardened thug. I'm just a nice, regular, everyday Joe, and I've been harassed and I felt that pressure for so long, but I had to unfortunately live in a world where I have to deal with it. That no matter what I do, what I say, it wasn't changing. And I see change now, or on the bricks of change, and I want it to happen so bad. But I get more frustrated as every single day goes by. There's another death, and there's another death, or there's another police brutality, or there's another beating. Look, I understand. I don't consider myself, I don't know, I don't consider myself an activist. I'm just another normal guy who's gonna fight for what's right. I understand everybody's issues. I've talked to everybody's, from the left to the right. I've talked to everybody that I can, that one is willing to talk to. I understand their issues, but I just also understand mine. And every day, seeing people who look like me, or have been in my situation, ending up in caskets, hurts. I don't know how I can explain that to any other people. It hurts me. Then when my daughter has issues about her blackness, saying that she doesn't want to be black anymore. She wants to paint herself a different color, and that'll be okay. That she wants my children are mixed. That she doesn't want to be black. She doesn't see herself communicating with black kids. She doesn't see herself being able to play with black children. It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. I don't even know what to do anymore. I can express how I feel. I can say whatever I can say, but the truth is, when they go out in the world, I cannot protect them, and that horrifies me because I also have a son, and I swear to God, if anything was to happen to my son, I am the first one who's going to flip the switch to burn it all down. My children are affected. It was a lot different when I was growing up, when I was a kid, when I was dealing with all these issues, and I was just having to live with it. And then I learned to live with it. But now seeing a world and now having children in that world that they are going to have to deal with it, it hits me 10 times harder. And I'm just tired. I'm tired of harassment done to me, done to my friends, and then being told it doesn't happen. I'm tired of seeing people die, and the first thing that happens is we try to explain his death, or we try to blame the victim of why he died or what could have been done differently. Death is death. I don't care if it's purple, yellow, aquamarine, green, yellow, white. I'm tired of death. Unnecessary death. Things that could have been easily avoided. I'm just tired of it all. I've been to a few protests, and I'm also tired of going to protests that are peaceful, that are nice, leaving, coming back home, opening up my Facebook feed and being like, they're all animals. Or they're all doing something bad. I don't know what protests you've been to, but I know the ones that I've seen have been nice and peaceful. I live in Washington, D.C. The protests that I've seen, majorly in Washington, D.C., have been peaceful. Yes, there have been some small issues here and there, but those are a minuscule faction. And what I've seen with my own eyes has been peaceful. I went up, I think like 2-3 days ago. I posted some videos on my Instagram and my Facebook. I went up there in person. I just want to take some pictures to see how it was. Because this is kind of the ending slope. The crowds aren't as big as it was. I just wanted to see it in. There used to be a wall 2 miles long around the White House. It's gone. It's now with the police barricade. I wanted to see what people were doing, how people were reacting, what was going on. And you know what? Again, it was peaceful. There were even people with the bullhorns telling people to stay calm, even though their anger was up and you could hear them shouting and yelling. There was people telling them to not do anything, to not act outside of their character, because that's what a lot of people want. I even saw nice cops getting into this, not arguments, but debates about what's going on, how they feel, what's going with them. And they were getting in educated discussions with the protesters. That's what I like to see. But when I come home and people are calling them animals, people are saying they all need to be burnt, this hatred, I'm tired of it. I've dealt with it my whole life. I'm only in my 30s and I'm so tired. I don't know I'm at this point where I'm at a tipping point from anything. I'm trying to calm myself down. I'm trying to get into all these other things. I'm trying to put my frustrations, my anger into projects, into my music, into tons of different things that I love to do. But I'm getting fed up. I'm getting to that point where it doesn't matter anymore what I do. I try to fight for change. My grandmother fought for change. My mother fought for change. And now I'm trying to continue that fight. It's a generational fight, and I keep on trying. I am not angry with anyone. If anyone will tell you, Jesse will politely debate you till the cows come home. I'll talk to you. I'll have an understanding with you. I'll try to see your point. I'll try to push forth what's going on in my mind and how it affects me. But there's this point where you get it or you don't. Where people are affected by it and they try to teach people who don't, or people who are affected by it and just rule the world off. I'm affected. I'm trying to tell everybody my oppression. I'm affected by it. I'm trying to tell everybody what's going on with me. But when I do that and you just say that I'm full of shit, I have to write some people off. I can't. There's some people who because it doesn't affect them, you have a couple of ways of going. It doesn't affect me, therefore I don't see it, or it doesn't happen, or as it doesn't affect me, but I see what's going on and I can try to better your situation. I can work with those people. I can talk with those people. The people who say it doesn't affect me, therefore it doesn't exist, I have to swallow it down and try to help them out. But then you just have the people who say it doesn't affect me, you're all criminals. And those people I have to write off. That's the easiest way I'm getting through it day by day. I try to change and to better everyone's situation. I want to explain my anger, my fear, my frustration, and I try to do it in the most peaceful and respectful way. Because when you are hostile with people who are oppressing you, they will continue to do it and not see better. Darrell Davis. If you don't know who Darrell Davis is, he's a black guy who befriended members of the KKK and got them to drop their robes just from their friendship with Darrell Davis. I learned a lot from him. Just looking at his biographies and his interviews, I learned a lot of things with him. I don't have his level of patience. God tell you, I definitely don't. But I definitely learned a lot from his interactions and a level to see and understand and politely communicate how you feel and what they were doing. Just think about it this way for my friends and family. If you communicate with someone and you see they're almost a lost cause or they're starting to get frustrated, don't go there. Don't go to that level. Because no matter how upset or frustrated or demeaning they get, if you go there, it's just going to escalate to something else. You need politely, if you can, tell them what's going on. Educate them. Show them how you feel, how it affects you. Because luckily, hopefully, you're talking to someone who's close to you, who will respect you somewhat. And even if you're not, you still can be respectful, as we're two human beings on this earth. You may not agree with what I have to say, but at least we can communicate at that basic level. There's so much to talk about. There's so much things that are going on that I can just say. There's so much pain and anger and hurt in the world today. I'm gonna just leave it with this. If you understand my struggle and you support me, continue to do it. If you live my struggle, keep the fight going on. If you don't understand my struggle, let's be respectful and talk about it. Don't deny me, because I live it and it's my world. Thanks.